special edition is on South Africa, highlighting the tourism champions who burn the midnight oil with their passion for South Africa. South Africa is a kaleidoscope of unique, iconic, hidden gems intertwined with world-renowned top 10 attractions, namely the Kruger National Park, Table Mountain, Robben Island, Cape Winelands, the Drakensberg, Isimangaliso Wetlands Park, the Durban Golden Mile, Blade River Canyon, Vilakazi Street, which is home to 3 Nobel Peace Prize winners, namely Nelson Mandela, Desmond Tutu, and Albert Luthuli. South Africa also is the foremost suppliers of gold and diamonds to the world. Or you can choose to sip wine at a famous wine farm, or consider the birthplace of world democracy and follow the footprints of legends like Mandela and Gandhi to victorious freedom. We offer a diversity of cultures, delectable cuisine like biltong, boerewors, malva pudding, chakalaka, braai and bunny chow. And our unique, captivating attractions are also on the menu. As a country, South Africa continues to inspire ourselves and the world with unique, new, better ways of overcoming challenges. Innovation inspires new ways to discover the roots of life, best describing the natural character, values and fabric of the people. Tourism is everyone's business in South Africa. Hello, this is Bunny Bhoola reporting live from South Africa for the Dope News on our special series, African Voices. Today, our guest is indeed a special, handsome young man in the tourism industry. Welcome, Mohit from Global Interlink Travel Services in Kampala, Uganda. Welcome, Mohit, to our show. And, Mohit, you and me go back a long, long way. But I'd just like you to share on what Global Interlink Travel Services previously were doing pre-COVID, and how did you start off and where are you at the moment?
Hi, Bunny. Thanks for having me on the show. So Global Interlink I started the company about 20 years ago. And we initially started doing ticketing. We moved over to packages overseas. Then we did safari packages. So now 20 years later, we have a whole bunch of stuff we're doing. We do air tickets, holidays, safaris, visa services, travel insurance. Like, it's a one-stop shop. So we do inbound and outbound.
Okay. In the last 20 years, Mohit, what was the highlights of your career or your journey in tourism, and your lowlights?
Well, the highlights would be, I enjoy travel. So travel is my passion. And I enjoy providing the product to other people, whether it be inbound or outbound. Someone can come to me and book a honeymoon package, birthday package. And the more complicated the package, the more fun it is for me. I also travel quite a bit, so I use my own experience, give my own recommendations, personal recommendations on trips people should do. Africa is my passion as well. I'm born, brought up in Kenya. I now have been living in Uganda for over 20 years. Africa is home for me. So I always try and push safaris all over the African continent. So we do East Africa, which is Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, a bit of Rwanda, Ethiopia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Madagascar, Seychelles, Egypt. Yeah, so we specialize in Africa, but if people want to go beyond the continent, we do that as well.
Okay, so you indeed have a basket full of
options to offer all your clients. And that is exactly why you have been so successful and seen as one of the leading tour companies in Kampala. Mohit, tell me, currently, what is the situation like in Uganda with your after lockdown? What is it currently like?
Yeah, so at the moment, Uganda it's very quiet. The country is open, so it's actually pretty easy to get in and out of the country. All that's needed is a COVID test taken 72 hours before departure from the point of origin. That's whether someone is coming into Uganda or someone is leaving Uganda. But before that, we were in lockdown for several months. All our safari packages were canceled, flights were canceled. So it's a bit of a low. It's probably our biggest low we've ever had. I think previous to that, we had a big low when it was Ebola. And before that, 9/11. But I think COVID has really been the worst hit. We've never been in a situation like that before. During the COVID break, we were trying to assist stranded passengers. There were people coming in and going out. Plus, we do packages and ticketing for destinations not including Uganda. So where people were stranded in Europe and had to get to Asia or North America, we were still on hand to sort people out. We were just working from home. Now that things have opened up, safaris are still zero. I mean, there's a bit of local tourism, but not so much. And right now, basically doing a lot of ticketing. Ticketing is keeping us going. Notice there's no holiday travel. It's only people going for either family travel, work travel, getting from point A to point B. It's keeping us rather busy, and we're also busy processing refunds. We've got a lot of refunds and cancellations.
Are you promoting domestic travel? And how would the locals take to the safaris in your domestic area?
So we are promoting domestic travel. Uganda Wildlife Authority, after quite a lot of nudging, has finally reduced the prices. So it is actually very cheap travel within East Africa. For East African citizens such as myself, it is very reasonable, but you'll find not many people take advantage of it. So the difference is not very significant for East Africans, but for foreign residents, and Uganda has a big expat population living here. For foreign residents, they've reduced the prices considerably. So a gorilla permit, which used to cost $600, is now $300. And even for non-residents, a gorilla permit, which was $700, is now $400. So we're pushing East Africans and foreign residents to travel. The only thing I've noticed with local tourism, and given the current market situation, people kind of just phone the lodges up, get in their cars and drive. So a lot of them have their own cars. So our fleet is still grounded. And I sometimes get like a one-off for 2 or 3 nights. It isn't worth ungrounding the fleet to do a short safari. I'd rather keep the safari cars grounded for a while and subcontract if I have to until things get back to normal. So I've noticed, for domestic tourism, people kind of organize their own. They don't really go to the agent much.
I think we're seeing that a lot, even in South Africa and to other agents that I've spoken to in other parts of Africa also. But you're an astute businessman in keeping your fleet grounded. And I think this is one of the great tactics that you use for survival. And this is the kind of, information that will influence and encourage other agents in other parts of Africa to be able to survive and emerge from our pandemic. Mohit, tell me the way forward. What is Ugandan tourism? What are their plans in marketing and encouraging the status quo to return to what it was like, although it's going to be a bit of a long journey? And also with Global Interlink, do you have any plans in how you are going to attract your clients once again back into Uganda?
Yeah, so going forward, there's quite a few things there. There's no assistance from the government. That's one thing which the tour operators, travel agents have actually been very upset about. There's been absolutely zero assistance. not much, even for Uganda Wildlife Authority to reduce the prices. The travel community had to really push them. So there's no assistance from the government. So we're kind of looking for other sources as well of income. So things that we were not offering in the past, we're now kind of slapping on. I've told the team at Global Interlink, when you are selling a ticket, make sure you give the options of travel insurance. Make sure you give stopover options. It's a lot of work compared to what it used to be, because we have to check exit requirements, transit requirements, destination requirements, both for outbound and inbound. So we're now looking at different things. We've been doing a lot of hotels. We've been doing a lot of hotels in the sense where people are traveling, including hotels before or after, including travel insurance. At the moment, it's really ticketing, which is keeping us going. For safari packages, there are a lot of lodges who are very happy to give us really good reduced rates next year. And again, it's a lot of work because we have all the SOPs we have to now follow. You know, we can't sell middle seats in safari vehicles. So we're coming out with a new plan. Our package prices are going to go down with the new reductions. I took advantage of lockdown to do some really nice safaris and discover parks that I hadn't been to in a long time. And I've forgotten how nice they really were. So I'm actually throwing those parks back into our packages. It used to be an optional extra. And now I'm going to say these parks are so good, the stuff you can do in some of them, offer more activities than we used to before. So not just the usual game drives, but boat activities, nature walks, trekking, things like that, and come up with a whole new, kind of package, which would be more enticing packages for people, which would kind of be an edge above the normal safaris.
Okay, that's really very, very interesting, because I think for us all to survive, you definitely have zoned into having your creative add-ons to increase your sales. It is definitely more work and labor intensive, but I'm sure it will give you the added values, the added revenues. And then also with your package prices being decreased, that's going to be a huge USP to encourage your international clients to come through and explore which is really the pearl of Africa, no doubt about that. And I think post-COVID, people are really looking for healthy options. And your national parks with your walks, that's going to be a brilliant win-win discovery, because you know, everyone needs to have open spaces, and where better than to be in your national parks. So I think you captured some of the great essences of being successful and coming out of COVID and being able to welcome the tourism community back into Uganda. Mohit, in closing, what would be your message to potential partners, to prospective clients? What would be the message you'd like to send to them?
For prospective clients, or let's do partners first. Partners are very important. For partners, I'd say hang in there. It's the worst thing the travel industry has gone through ever. But, you know, hang in there. Interact with your team. I've noticed that our staff are all very understanding. A lot of them have taken voluntary pay cuts on their own without even telling me, have said, I think we need to be on a lower pay. So interact with your team more and hang in there, because things will pick up. People are really bored sitting at home, and they do want to start traveling again. The lodges, the hotels, they've all been really down. So they need all the support that we as tour operators can give them. So it will pick up and hang in there. We've hung in, so far, and use the extra time that you have in your workspace to, like I said, do training, come up with new ideas, new packages, add-ons which would be beneficial in the future. And for prospective clients, I would say we're looking forward to welcoming you back. There's fantastic offers. On flights, I mean, I just found out the other day that a round trip ticket from Washington to Entebbe costs $800. So there's some really, really good deals at the moment. Good deals on flights, and there's some really nice safaris, which are places which are waiting to be discovered. Lodges, hotels are all following SOPs, so proper social distancing, face masks in public areas, and just making sure everyone has a really good time. So we're looking forward to welcoming back visitors, coming up with new packages for everyone to come and discover and enjoy.
Thanks, Mohit. You know, I love your idea about the teamwork makes dream work. Your supportive team and yourself are going to be able to come out of this pandemic in brilliant, shining colors. And of course, training. I think the guidelines that you have given the industry is wonderful. And the packages that you will be offering to prospective clients, that's indeed going to be your USP in the market. And this is the reason why you are so highly successful, because you're so passionate about your country. You definitely are a remarkable citizen of Uganda, no doubt. Perhaps your Ugandan tourism authorities will take a leaf from you and be able to support you guys. I'm sure they will soon. Well, thank you so much for sharing this wonderful time with me. And I'm blessed to have you as a friend for so many years. And I'd like to wish you all the best for Global Interlink. And from the Dope News, it's Bunny Bhoola thanking Mohit for this exciting opportunity to chat about the way forward of tourism. And we look forward to you watching our shows in future. Thank you so much. Bye.